Here's how to create 3D icons in Davinci Resolve. I'm actually gonna show you two ways to create 3D icons, and in my opinion the second one is a lot better. So the first thing that we're gonna do is go to our effects tab, go to effects and add in our Fusion composition like this. So let's jump right into Fusion. Let's add our background node like this and just connect over. So let's go into our media pool, and here I have two Davinci Resolve logos. So first we are gonna use this round one. Now that we have added it, let's add our image plane like this, and then we can add our duplicate 3D node like this. And let's get our duplicate into the second viewer. Let's change our camera angle and go into our duplicate node. And here we can just adjust our copies. So something like 100, and in our Z offset we can type in something like 0.001. There we go. It has created a 3D icon. But because we are using a duplicate 3D node, when you turn it this way, it has created 100 copies with the Z offset of 0.001, and then get this artifacting see-through effect. If you want to go for something like that, that's up to you. From the sides you can't really tell the difference, so it doesn't really matter. And then just to complete it, we are gonna add in our render 3D like this, merge it over our background, and then we have it right here. If you want to animate, just go to your duplicate 3D, transform 3D like this. Then we can go to our render 3D right here, change it to hardware renderer, and then go to our transform and keyframe the Y rotation the first frame, and then we can go to the last frame and just increase it to something like 60. And here you have it, your 3D logo. That was the first method of doing it, so let's everything right here, and then we can just copy over our PNG of a logo right here. This time we are gonna use something called extrude 3D, and again we are gonna need a render, and let's connect it to our merge like this. Go to render again and change it to hardware render. But now that we add our extrude 3D into our viewer, we can't really see anything. That's because the PNG that we have added has connected to the material input, and we can't connect it to our shape input in our extrude 3D. But we can fix that really easily by just going and adding S ellipse like this and connecting it to our extrude 3D. Let's go to our extrude and just adjust our extrude depth. Now that we have extruded it, as you can see, there are just two PNGs, one behind the other. We can fix that by going to our media in node and then adding a transform, just increasing our size to something like this. And then again we have our 3D logo, 3D icon, but we do not have those see-through lines like with the first method. And then again, if we add a transform 3D and keyframe our Y rotation first and last frames, we can actually make the same animation as before. And there you have your 3D icon. But let's say that we want to add this square logo instead of our circle Davinci logo, so let's disconnect it and connect this. It actually starts looking something like this. That is because our extrude 3D is taking a base of an ellipse and just adding our material on top of it. So if you wanted to do the same effect on this square logo, you would actually need to close out your ellipse and add an S polygon like this, and our logo right here, click on our polygon, and we would have to mask out our logo right here. So something like this. I'm just gonna speed up the process of actually masking out the logo. Okay, now that the logo is masked out, you might be wondering why I masked it out over our image, and that is because if we go here, as you can see again, we have to scale our image like this, so it can fit nicely in our polygon mask. But if we did something like made it smaller, I'm just gonna readjust it quickly just so I can show you. And if we go back to our extrude, we would have this weird cutoffs of our logo like this. Then we would have to scale it down maybe just to readjust it. And then again, we have something like this, and with the extrude 3D we actually have a lot more options when it comes to editing our extrusion and everything else. So the second method is a bit more advanced because you have more steps, but it gives much better results. So there you go. That was 2 ways how to make 3D icons in Davinci Resolve.